We bring you the latest updates from the Pna Newsroom. The opening of the new passenger terminal building of the Clark International Airport is a strong signal that the Philippines is open for business. President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. during the opening of the airport this morning said that the development embodies his message when he was in the United States, that the government is willing to adjust documentation procedure and even structure and legislation to encourage more businessmen to invest in the country. He said the new Clark City Airport is expected to boost tourist arrivals and turn the country into a logistics center in Asia.
The Philippines is here. We are a good place to invest. We are probably the most vibrant economy that is in Southeast Asia, and we understand the requirements and the needs of our potential investors, and we will we will do everything so that partnership becomes to the advantage of both the private sector, the public sector, to the people. And this facility is essentially a very strong signal that yes, indeed, we are open for business.
The new terminal building of Clark International Airport, located within Clark Freeport in Mabalacat, Pampanga, aims to decongest the Ninoy Aquino International Airport in Manila. Its 110,000 square meter new terminal building is built to accommodate around 8 million passengers per year and is equipped with state-of-the-art facilities for a much safer and efficient travel. Marcos highlights the importance of a strong partnership between the private and public sector, noting that more projects will come into fruition through cooperation as they encourage more similar deals in the future. The opening of the Clark International Airport is a joint project by the Department of Transportation and the Bases Conversion and Development Authority.
Ito yung aming laging pinag-uusapan na PPP. How do we leverage the assets of government? How do we leverage the assets of the private sector? How do we put it together and get a synergy out of it? And so this is a perfect example of what government and the private sector can do. And makikita mo, kung private sector lang ang gumawa nito, hindi nila kinaya. Kung gobyerno lang ang gumawa, hindi rin kinaya ito. This is exactly the kind of partnership that we need to encourage.
The new passenger terminal building is the first hybrid public-private partnership project under the Build, Build, Build program of former President Rodrigo Duterte. The number of affected families due to Typhoon Karding has now climbed to 39,893 or equivalent to 157,023 individuals according to the National Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Council or NDRRMC. Most of the affected families are from the Ilocos Region, Cagayan Valley, Calabarzon, Mimaropa, Bicol, and the Cordillera Administrative Region. To date, 8,825 families or 37,135 individuals are being sheltered in around 574 evacuation centers, while the rest are being aided by their relatives and friends. The NDRRMC is still validating and confirming reports of 10 deaths and 8 missing persons. Agriculture damage was estimated at almost 109 million pesos in the regions of Ilocos, Calabarzon, Bicol, and Car. Damage to irrigation was placed at 1.3 million pesos in the Bicol region, while infrastructure damage was placed at 23 million pesos in Ilocos region, Mimaropa, and Cordillera. A magnitude 5.4 earthquake struck off Surigao del Sur this morning. In an advisory, the Philippine Institute of Volcanology and Seismology said the quake's center was located 38 kilometers southeast of the coastal town of Cortes. Intensity 2 was felt in Cabadbaran City, Agusan del Norte, while Intensity 1 shaking was felt in Nabunturan, Davao de Oro, and Tandag, Surigao del Sur. FIVOLCS said damage is not expected, but aftershocks may still occur. Pag-asa is monitoring a tropical depression that developed inside the Philippine area of responsibility this morning. In its 11 a.m. advisory, Pag-asa said the low-pressure area east of the extreme northern Luzon developed into Tropical Depression Luis. Luis was last seen 1,100 kilometers east of extreme northern Luzon. It is moving towards the northwest with a maximum sustained winds of 55 kilometers per hour near the center and gustiness of up to 70 kilometers per hour. Luis is unlikely to directly affect the country. Meanwhile, the southwest monsoon and a low-pressure area east of Mindanao will bring rains over the western section of southern Luzon, eastern and western Visayas, and the eastern section of Mindanao. And that's the latest from the Pna Newsroom. To check more news content, check our webpage or head on to the Philippine News Agency's Facebook and Twitter accounts. We are also shown on the pages of the Office of the Press Secretary and Radio Pilipinas RP1. Stay tuned for more updates. I'm Marita Muaje. We tell stories that inspire change.